Hi, I'm Andreas Nieto, Executive Chef of LA Prime Restaurant. Today I'm going to show you how to cook salmon with the skin on. Okay, so today I'm showing you how to cook salmon with the skin on. So what I have here is a beautiful wild king salmon, and I've already portioned one piece out. So we have this beautiful fillet, and I'm going to show you how to cook that and keep it nice and crispy. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a really nice piece of fish with the skin that's really attached very well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the skin. Just put a couple of slices right in the skin, just like that. Okay? So we're going to take a little knife, a sharp paring knife, and just score the fish. And the reason I do that, so when I cook the fish skin side down, it's not going to bubble up. It's going to give it a little bit of room to cook without bubbling up. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of olive oil. So a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on the fish on both sides. Get that olive oil all over it. That way it doesn't stick to the pan. I've got a little bit of sea salt, so we're going to lightly season our salmon. Okay, just on the flesh side. I'm not going to put any on the skin side. And a little bit of fresh pepper. So we're going to do a little bit of fresh ground pepper. Okay, so you want to have a non-stick pan. And I'm going to have a little bit of olive oil inside. The key is to make sure that you don't start with your pan too hot. If your pan's too hot, what's going to happen? It's going to burn or it's going to char the skin. You don't want to do that. You actually want to start it in a low heat and allow the skin to cook and get crispy. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, our pan's about medium heat, not too hot. We're going to go ahead and put that in there just like that. And just press it down into the pan. Once again, the pan's not too hot. If the pan's too hot, it's going to char or burn the skin. So you got to make sure that it's not too hot. And we're going to let that just cook just like that. I like my salmon pink in the middle. So if you leave the salmon skin side down about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, you're going to get a great crispy crust. Turn it over for another 2 minutes. It's going to be perfectly pink in the middle. So we're going to just let this go, and you don't want to rush it. You want to give it time to cook nice and slow. And let's take a peek at it. So the skin's doing really good there. This is a great piece of fish. Salmon is actually a superfood full of omega-3s, so it's a great piece of fish. All right, so we're letting it go. Once again, you can't rush it. Take your time. If you're entertaining guests, you can have them chit-chat with you. Okay, let's take a look. So now the skin's starting to get a little bit crispy. That's what we're looking for. Okay? And you have to be careful also too, because if the pan is too hot, what's going to happen is the skin's going to stick, and when you try to turn it, the skin's going to pull off. So keeping the pan at the right temperature is really important. Okay, so our pan is hot. It's going. Okay, I want to just keep that pressed down a little bit. You want to keep the pressure on the back of the fish so it doesn't curl up. Otherwise, you're not going to get an even, crispy skin. So you have to kind of just press it down a little bit, make sure that skin is really flat against the bottom of the pan. Okay, so we're letting that get a little crispiness on there. A lot of people love the skin of the fish. I love my fish with the skin on. Has the different elements, has a great flavor to it. So let's turn this over. Take a look at it. So there you go. Okay, see that? So now you can see the fish has this really nice crispiness to it. All right, so we got this beautiful crispy crust. So when I touch it, it's really, really kind of crunchy. So that's what you're looking for. All right, so there we go. So now, about another minute on this side. Depends on how you like it. If you want it cooked all the way through, leave it, a cup, maybe 3-4 minutes. If you want it rare in the middle, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one off the fire. I'm going to put it on a plate here. And what I have here, this is the way we serve it in a restaurant. This is a tomato, fresh yellow tomatoes with fennel. And then we cook it down with white wine and butter and some cipollini onions. So I'm going to put that right on top just like that. Great piece of fish. And I'm going to finish it with just a little bit of fennel. Once again, Andreas Nieto, and that's how you cook salmon with the skin on.